All right. Here we are going to have a little bit discussion of overview of IELTS. Then we may start from speaking module or any other section, writing, reading, or listening. Anyhow, an IELTS write is format. The very first thing when you say that it is International English Language Testing System. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. Now, as far as you say this, when you say this, it simply means that the test is of English, the ability and capability within English is going to be observed. How is your output? How is your input? What does it mean? Within listening section, reading section, are you able to get something or not? Are you able to understand something? This is going to be observed in listening section, right? In reading section, when you would be wear headphones, when headphones be wear to now in that audio, four sections, four audios within listening section, it would be actually tested either this person is getting the audio or not. In reading, either this person is understanding the passage or not. In writing, either this person is going to be able to convey his or her ideas or not. In speaking, either this person is able to convey his her ideas or not, right? Overall, the test is of English, only English. Sometime in writing section, like on last 10th of August, the question in part 2, task 2 essay, like in writing, you would be having two tasks. Task 1, 150 words, task 2, essay writing, 250 words. The topic on last August, 10th August, and the same topic on 3rd of May, having the same topic, right? Sometimes topics can be repeated in this speaking and writing section as well. So it was, some people argue that aged people above 60 should not do any work, physical activity, tough work. Other think they should be given their own choice. One of my students said that I disagree with the first people opinion. So but I think
Device disconnected.
This is my voice disconnected? Is it fine for others? Israr and Zulfikar?
No,
Yes, sir.
sir.
It is clear. It is clear, sir.
Uh,
Device.
all right, all right. From that iPhone, I think that might be a kind of direct voice at there in iPhone, or I don't know what is the problem there. Might be because of the connection problem. Yes. Anyhow, now he said that I disagreed with the opinion that some people think they should not work. I said they should work. So, but I'm thinking that I should be having the same statement because I disagreed. I think it was not fair. The student was saying, but it doesn't matter. In writing and in speaking, either you agree or disagree. Either you write more advantages or more disadvantages, more problems or more solutions in essay. Either whatever is your opinion does not matter. In writing and in speaking, the thing that matter is your proper structure, grammar, and a proper sequence for that, right? Overall, in IELTS exam, you are having 4 modules. Within 4 modules, because this is English test, so your psychology, biology, medical science, or something else is not going to be observed. Rather, your English test is going to be tested, right? Okay. Now, anyhow, at here in listening section, you'll be given 4 sections, and within these 4 sections, 4 different sections. The first one is telephonic conversation. Within telephonic conversation, like what kind of telephonic conversation? Um, two people, two participants would discuss something with each other about on telephone about society. Now, society-related discussion would take part in listening section number 1 within recording number 1, right? Now, how it would be? Hello, how can I assist you? I want to know some information about tourist uh, places, right? Tourist attraction places. Sure, all right. What would be the charges for that? To move, like, now, you would feel in recording number 1, one body would be asking questions, the other would answering. The other would answer for that, right? There would be now, but your answers, like you'd be having fill in the blanks. In recording section number 1, you'd be having fill in the blanks in IELTS listing. Total? Four sections in IELTS listening. Four sections means four audios, four different audios, right? Now, in audio number one, telephone, one body is asking question, the another one is answering those questions. Where is my answer? My answer for each single question would be hidden in the question of body one. How? In book number 11, test 1, MCQs number 3. Book 11, test 1, MCQs number 3, section 1. A lady asked the man, this book, the Cambridge books, right? IELTS academic. For listening section, you must follow only the academics books, the general or academic, but listening are similar for both, right? These IELTS Cambridge. Now, in this book, book number 11, test 1, section 1, MCQs number 3. Lady asked in section number 1, in MCQs 3, do they also offer private classes? And MCQs is only blank and classes. Offer blank and classes. Now we don't know what to write in offer what classes. But lady ask, do they also offer private classes? And male, the boy or male, that respond, oh, I'm not sure. Let me check it. Yes, they do offer. Yes, they do offer. Now the answer is it was hidden in the question. The man said only yes, they do offer. And the lady was saying, do they also offer private classes? So the answer is actually the word private. And here we are not supposed to write, yes, they do offer, rather offer private classes. What I want to convey that in IELTS listening section number 1, your answer can be hidden in the question of participant A. That is asking the question, and participant B might only say, let me check it. I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, this is this. Now, the response for participant B would be only yes, no, yes, no. Let me check, yes, no. Answer would be in the participant A questions. The one who is asking question on telephone in recording number 1, he would be having the answers also in these questions. This is only for IELTS listening section number 1, the criteria, right? Furthermore, there are some ways like how to read MCQs, how to pick the point from answer from audio. We will go to that in details. Today is a kind of like a discussion lecture regarding IELTS listening. Second is the thing about recording number 2, where a topic would be, against society, about local facilities, about everyday life, within between, by one person, one monologue. Telephone, telephonic conversation means on telephone, two people can talk, right? Two persons with each other. And recording number 2, you would listen only one person. That one person would discuss something about society. Most of the time, society related social awareness topic. Society related social awareness topic. It would be the discussion and recording number 2. One minute, sorry for the inconvenience. All right, 10-8. Oh my God. Okay. So anyhow, this is in recording number 2. You would face little bit synonyms. You would face little bit confusing words in a sense like why 2? Where are the others? Zulfikar, is my voice clearly audible to you?
Yes, sir.
I hope that the problem of internet is not from my side because one is left
No,
and the
no, sir.
other.
Your voice
Okay.
is clear.
All right, thanks, God. I'm recording, no problem for that. Anyhow, now in recording number 2, sometimes you also face map related questions. You're supposed to solve map questions in regarding number 2 sometimes. That is 50% possibility. You having probability and possibility that map related questions can be given to you, can be assigned to you in recording number 2. Maybe yes, maybe no. Anyhow, but you would learn that, right? Map related. Next is your recording number 3, section 3, where 2 participants would discuss their academic discussion regarding education, right? Where in recording number two, you would wear headphones. In headphones, the audio, it would contain two participants, Jake and Emma, Jem and Ina, right? This kind of two participants. They would discuss with each other about education, course, field, scientific research, report, medical report, experiment, assignment, any of the education topic. That would be the discussion in recording number three. Another person in recording number three might be also a lecturer, including with them. But important discussions in recording number three would be based on experiments. The participants would discuss with each other about experiment. Oh, the very important part, the very challenging part, the very challenging part in listening section is recording number three. What is the challenging in that? Challenging is synonyms. Today we were going through an physical class, book number, I think 16, and book 16, test 1, section 3, MCQs number 24, 25, 26, 27. In those MCQs, book 16, test 1, section 3, you would see from 24 to 30, the MCQs contain 100% very beautiful synonyms. How? Yes, the who joined from the another, I think, Icarus, iPhone twice, no problem. All right. Okay. Now, anyhow, in that audio, the word that was synonymized was for difficult. They use ambiguous. Now, for worry, they use. Sorry, there was like when you join for two devices, it may show a problem for you, right? This ecosystem or eco problem for you, right? ICRA for you. Now, the if you are gonna live with one device, it may be okay for you. And change the position, change the internet connection, right? It might be okay then. There is a little bit problem on each side. Anyhow, now in that for worry, they use another kind of synonym. I just skipped, but overall in IELTS listening section, within section number 3, you would listen 100% synonym words, right? All the words would be synonymized. Answers would be 100%. In recording number 4, yeah, there will be some other ways like how to go, how to do, how to not, how to focus, what to locate. That would be detailed discussion, deep discussion in recording number and overall listening. Practically, we will go through that. No problem. Recording number 4, monologue, one person, he will discuss something about education, about academic, about again, inspirational kind of university lecture he would perform so far, and recording number 4, right, with the Niles listening section. Now, overall, the most scoring module in IELTS is listening. Second one is speaking. Students make mistakes, they get less. The problem is with students. The problem is not with the scoring module, right? If a student, like sometimes some get 9, the other get 4, where is the problem? The problem in the same test, one is getting 9, the other is getting 4, right? So at here the problem is with the student. What problem? Might be he is not assisted, might be he is not evaluated, right? So at here anyhow, you're supposed to work on your weak point, where I'm lacking, in which module I'm lacking. Like we'll discuss 1 week, one module, only one module, the for like and 1 week, along with that writing assessment and so on, and on Saturday the mock test. But besides that, you would supposed to evaluate yourself sometime as well. Where am I lacking? When you realize your weak point, now ask me, discuss with me, no problem for that. We would discuss together, it would be solid, inshallah. But you are supposed to just focus on your weak point. Sometimes a student would be lacking in reading section. Some others, sometimes we felt that they would be lacking in speaking section. One of my students was getting in reading 7.5 and 8 in mock test, but in speaking he was 0. Now we were supposed to work on speaking more, less on reading, right? It is the situation that you would observe in your test and your practice sessions, that where am I late? right? Okay. Anyhow, in this IELTS exam, the second module, that is reading section, here enlisting 40 MCQs. Within 40, if you corrected 30, it means 7 band for academic student, 6.5 for general student. Sorry, same. 7 bands for academic, 7 band for general student. In IELTS listening, the same score. In reading, the score is a little bit different. In reading, you would be having 3 passages. Out of 3 passages, you would be having some questions. Each passage contains 13 questions. Now, 3 passages, 60 minutes. First passage should be given 15 minutes. Second passage should be given 20 minutes. Third passage should be given 25 minutes. Why? First passage is easier passage. Second passage, equal. Third passage, equal in a sense, easy and tough. Third passage, challenging one. Not difficult, not impossible, challenging one. Because students of mine are getting 8.5 also, right? I have results, their results. Now, if someone is getting 8.5, so it means this is not impossible, this is challenging, right? And challenge can be solved so far by doing little bit more practice, right? Now, reading module, the only challenging one from USA, United States of America, from United Kingdom, from Ireland, I'm having some native students, native speakers who have passed whole life in USA and UK and Ireland. Their reviews are there with me, but they are facing problem with reading and speaking. They are appeared. Most of them are appeared in the exam. They got 7.58 overall. Sorry, in the other modules, but in reading 5 and 5.5. Why? The problem when I ask, they say actually we don't read. Yes. Now for reading section, you are supposed to read on daily basis to locate your answer, to understand the this IELTS question pattern, to understand what kind of question will be asked in IELTS reading, to understand what kind of passages will be given, to understand the the techniques, to understand overall the problems that you are gonna face in IELTS reading. For that reason, you are supposed to read on daily basis. Today, if you improve one skill, tomorrow 2 skills, day after tomorrow 3 skills, right? So IELTS reading needs daily practice. And from where? These on IELTS Cambridges. For reading and listening, no other best source than Cambridge, because the exam is under Cambridge, the answer sheets you see under Cambridge, the examiners from Cambridge, and the source is also from Cambridge, right? For Cambridge, Cambridge. For Cambridge, Cambridge. But for reading and listening only. For speaking and writing, yeah, in reading there are a lot of kinds of different kind of questions, like heading findings, true false, not given, one word, 2 words, 3 word answer, which would be discussed so far in reading module. And along with that, um, yes, this sentence completion time, but overall practice to understand each single paragraph. 8 band student read one paragraph in a minute. How much time you spend by reading? Now it also matters. Coming towards writing section, yes, but again saying and again, like very strictly saying, this is not a joke. This module is not a joke. This one, it needs really, you know serious concentration, serious focus, serious time. On daily basis, if you're doing, one of my students recently from this Shifa International Hospital, she is doctor, and she got less score in reading, I think 5.5, and in the other module she got the best. I said, why? She said, I didn't practice. I said, what was your schedule? She said, in a week, only one passage. It is not acceptable. For IELTS reading practice, you need to do at least in 2 days, one test. In 2 days, one test of reading. In 2 days, one test of listening. Along with that, writing, speaking daily. But in your schedule, if you are tough, if you are having tough schedule, if you can't follow that, if you are like feeling bored of that in your practice time period, reading and speaking must be done on daily basis. Reading, listening, sorry, writing and speaking, writing, speaking, daily basis. Speaking practice source, we're coming in that. But writing, speaking practice daily. Reading and listening, you have a choice. One day reading, another day listening, no problem. But one complete test. Reading doesn't mean to only read. Reading doesn't mean to have only one passage. In test, you would be having 3 passages. Here you are going through one passage. How you can compare your, the current situation like the current preparation even with the real exam. You're not prepared by yourself, right? So it needs proper practice, 100% practice in this reading section, right? Next is your writing section for writing module. In each module, focus what is the scoring. In writing, you are having two sections, two tasks. Task one, 3 bands, and task two, total 6 bands. Now, the most important part, section two, this essay writing and writing section. That is why the most important. It contains 6 bands. IELTS writing, right? Essay task. Now, essay writing, one student would write in a common style, right? The other would write by following some professional way for that. Some, the way how the starting of paragraph should be done, how the closing of paragraph should be done, how to connect some sentences, how to use some punctuation, how to use the professional way of writing. That matters a lot, right? Now I would assign you even today's an essay, and I would check, I would evaluate like where you are lying. And then every day, if you write an essay and you share with me and cam scanner, or sometime in the live class, I do check, it helps you a lot. If you want to change your writing from beginner to best and from best to professional, you are supposed to write on daily basis, to evaluate it on daily basis. On daily basis, if one mistake could be evaluated, even in 30 days, 30 mistakes would be sorted. Now just imagine, and out of 6 bands, like as essay writing contains total 6 bands, 250 words, 4 paragraphs, 6 bands. Within 6 bands, 1 or 2 mistakes, fine, no problem. 5 out of 6 band, if you got, that is the best. Out of three in task one, in IELTS writing, two are the tasks. First task, 3 bands. Second task, 6 bands. Now, in first task, if you got, that 2 bands, 2.5, so fine. Here, there in essay, you got 5 bands, 5 out of 6. In task one, you got 2.5. Now, collectively, 7.5, right? Very easy. But evaluation needs to be done on daily basis. In IELTS writing, evaluation needs to be done on daily basis. It needs to be written on daily basis. An essay, 95 predictable topics we have predicted since last May until now, September, the month of September, we are going to predict some new topics for upcoming months. But for the following months, the most important topics, right? You are supposed to follow that. You are supposed to go through that. You are supposed to write, or at least have little bit information, knowledge about these 95 topics, because these are predicted actually for the exams. And last 18th of June, on last 22 of June, on last 9th of July, on last 20 of July, on last 10th of August, the questions were from this similar. On last 10th of June, this August even, the speaking question were from the Maker book, topic number 6. Now, sometimes the sources which we do recommend, especially for writing and speaking, we don't recommend this, right? For your practice, you can have an idea from this, but these are best for reading, only the best source for reading and listening. IELTS books, reading and listening, no problem for that. But for writing and speaking, sources are different. For writing, first of all, understand the structure, how I'm supposed to write. 4 are the paragraphs in essay, 250 are the words. Wow, how I'm supposed to write, right? Introduction, inside the body, what to write, what to not, what to focus, what to not, how to start, how to not, right? These things you are supposed to focus on. And what source should be followed in IELTS writing? First is, in IELTS writing, to understand the structure. Second, to after noticing that, or having that structure of writing, to have little bit idea about 7 grammatical topics. I have written personally my grammar book, right? Now, but from even like being in that grammar trainer at also at international level, I only suggest students only 7 topics to be having good command if you want no mistake in writing. Firstly, tenses, no compromise in that. 100% good command, best command on tenses you must be having. Next, after tenses, conditional sentences, Shows condition. If, when, starting from if, shows condition. Could, can, should, would, ought to. Yeah, this. Where to use, how to use. Tenses, conditional, subject verb agreement, noun antecedent agreement, sentence structures, sentence kinds. How many topics are these? Five. I'm further mentioning. Tenses, conditionals, subject verb agreement, like for people, the person. Today I was rather today I was taking an essay. Day before today I was taking an essay. I think so. On Saturday or on last day. In these three following days, I was taking an essay, and one where a student wrote. Yeah, today morning. Today morning I was taking it, and a student wrote. People nowadays are much familiar with it. Himself. Now, what is himself for people? This is now an antecedent agreement. You must use they are themselves, right? Now, all where he shared himself, himself, himself for people. People means are, and peoples mean themselves. People mean they. They, that is plural, right? Now, that would be covered in your 12 rules for subject verb agreement, 12 rules for noun antecedent agreement. For what subject I'm supposed to what to use what verb. For people, I'm supposed to use are. For someone, someone, this someone, anyone, no one, somebody, anybody, everybody, something, anything, nothing, everything, for all these thing, one, body, right? Someone, anyone, no one, everyone, these containing body are and sorry, one. All of these are called indefinite pronouns which are singular. With singular, the verb must be singular. His, someone is, someone has, someone not have, somebody is, somebody has, everyone has, हर कोई, right? In Urdu we say हर कोई ये कर रहा है, हर कोई ये कर रहे हैं, नहीं, हर कोई ये कर रहा है, हर कोई ये पढ़ रहा है, हर कोई IELTS दे रहा है, right? Everyone is taking IELTS, right? Now, anyhow, these tenses, conditional, subject, verb, noun, antecedent agreement. Like next one was yes, this subject verb. Sorry, tenses, conditional, subject, verb, noun, antecedent agreement. Next, preposition of time, preposition of place. Eight in on. Where to use, where to not, how to use, how to not. Eight in on. If you want any help, I would share, no problem. The grammar notes I would share. But next after that, modal verb usage. Can, could, would, should. Can, could, would, should, ought to, might to, these. You must be aware of that. In writing and in speaking, these topics you are supposed to equally cover for writing and speaking, right? To have no mistake in grammar. Further is the high step to get 6+ bands, and that needs structure. After having structure, now you are 6.5. After 6.5, the next step is to have professional style. And for that, you need to start properly, to start in a professional style. If you are starting an essay, this student, she got 8.5. Let me show you her essay in real exam and see her starting. I want the similar starts from you guys. Change slides. I'm not gonna change it, right? Okay, yes, no problem. Don't worry about that. Owing to this contemporary era, do not worry, do more, worry less, right? Do more or do less even, but do the best. Do less, do the best. Don't be worried. Expect the best. Allah says in the Quran, how you expect from me, I reward the same, right? Okay. Owing to this contemporary era, just look at the start and look at the closing last sentence of introduction. Following my perspective with logical conclusion. Only the single word is enough to impress 100%, to make it impress you 100%. With my logical conclusion. To begin with, first paragraph. Closing, second. Furthermore, starting, closing. For each, and then within between, how the person is connecting sentences. Some things you have to copy paste, right? For some, for some information, for some paragraph, you are supposed to copy the sentences, copy the phrases from that, right? Okay. Next is your speaking section. And you're speaking. Yeah, sorry, you just disturbed me by asking me for changing the slides. I have hundreds of slides, no problem for that. But now in writing, this another thing is your degrees of adjective in grammatical topics, right? Degrees of adjective. Try to understand the where to use the article the or not, right? Yes or no. Okay, next is your speaking section. And all speaking exam, you would be having this three sections total. Yes. First one is called your introduction part. Second one is your um, cue card. And third one is your discussion part. And I'll speaking exam. Now, in those three parts, like first one, introduction means 3 to 4 sentences answer. Enough, right? In the whole world, you see all the IELTS exams are having similar questions, the first four. But now it depends how student is responding. You would face different questions, sorry, different problems, a lot of different queries, miseries, some of the situation which would be discussed. But in IELTS speaking section, first part means your life. And your life means your likes, dislikes, since morning till evening, since evening till morning. What are your activities? Your schedule would be discussed. The question would be asked from you regarding your schedule, regarding your timetable, regarding your likes, dislikes, regarding your activities, regarding your leisure time, regarding your choice, regarding your preference, regarding your those things which you like, which you don't. Actually, in part first, right? Let's see. Do you have a talent? Do you have it or not? Do you like talking to stranger? Do you like or not? Right? Anyhow, in part first, the questions would be all related to your personal life. In part two, the question would be cue card, personal experience. In part three, the questions would be all related with discussion part. Part one contains two bands total. Part three contains two bands. Part two cue card, which means 2 minutes discussion, contains 5 minutes. Again, the most important part, right? So at here, proper sources. Okay, okay, okay. It might be 1 minute. Is the slide visible? I hope the slide is clearly visible of speaking. All right. Yes. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry for the inconvenience. Right. Okay. Now, anyhow, at here, today's task is write an essay on topic number 16. Write an essay on topic number 16 from predictable topics which I would share with you. 95 predictable topics, right? Topic number 16. Tomorrow task would be topic number 19, right? Within between 17, 18, you must only have some idea, right? These are predictable for the current exams. For new month, I would recommend, we would predict some new topics, but these are topic number 16 for, I would share, no problem, no worry for that. And for reading this reading activity, reading practice, try to make a schedule from today. Do reading of book number 11. Try to go with book 11 test 1 full reading. Book 11 test 1 full reading, 3 passages along with question answer solution. And another thing, if you don't mind, please, I would share on some of the answer sheets for reading section, and like the real same kind of answer sheet which would be given to you in the exam centers. These right, the from Cambridge side. These are our physical students as answer sheet, but I would share the same answer sheets. Try to print out those and try to become familiar with those answer sheets from now. Do practice on the similar answer sheet from now onwards and do very well practice. Inshallah, it would make you more perfect, right? So reading test 1, book 11, and topic number 16 for essay, enough for today. Yes. Any question, any query? You can ask right now. If meeting ends, you are requested to ask me in personal anytime, any moment, anytime, midnight, midday. Yes. Any question, any query?
मुझे 16 नंबर टॉपिक पर पूछना है कि वो जो आपने मक्खर वाला शेयर किया था
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं करवाला नहीं,
राइटिंग
मैं
में
करवाला नहीं, मैं कर नहीं। दूसरा है ये प्रिडिक्टेबल टॉपिक से, वो मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ।